Ladies and gentlemen, this is GameTech.com video. Nvidia have announced a GeForce Now game streaming service, and it's actually a really good price. It's $8, and it's actually free for the first 3 months. So if you're not too familiar with this, it's, I guess you could say, the Netflix of gaming. And this is actually what Jensen Huang, who is of course the CEO of Nvidia, has actually called it. Now, effectively speaking, at GDC 2015, Nvidia made several large announcements for their Shield family. They are really pushing the Shield technology. Effectively, the latest Shield device, which is powered by a Tegra X1 SoC, that's not an Xbox One, is built to work around Grid. Now, Grid is the game streaming service in question, and it will allow streaming of up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. Now, according to Nvidia, lag is obviously a big problem, but according to him, utilizing grid technology, it takes about 150 milliseconds for an image to actually be rendered. So that's pretty fast. Now, in theory, that means that you won't actually be able to perceive the lag, particularly on slower paced action games. There's no way in hell. Now, obviously, before anyone mentions it, there will be some problems. Let's say if you've got a slow network, that type of thing. But in a theoretical world with a really good internet connection, and you're fairly close to your server, that type of thing, you're pretty good. And once again, especially for slower games like, say, Batman and Alan Wake, those type of games. So, because pricing is actually really aggressive, I mean, $8 a month is really, really good. And there are tons of AAA games available. You've got games like Saints Row, Lego Star Wars, Shadow of Mordor, Resident Evil Revelations 2. In fact, there's going to be about 50 of them. And what's really cool about this as well is that the games will load in about 30 seconds. And once again, at the moment, there are no additional costs. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the future. Obviously, if they do continue to add 100 games or whatever, or another 200 games, then maybe they'll start adding additional costs. But it's, I think anyway, a pretty good deal. Will it take over? Will it take over the you know, your regular PC? No, of course not. But this is a bit like PlayStation Now, but in my opinion anyway, the pricing's probably a little bit more aggressive. I think it would be kind of cool. And while I personally am not a big advocate, for cloud gaming, there are a myriad of reasons behind this, mostly because I don't really like the idea of not owning your title. I like the physical version of it, and I know PCs just haven't really been like that for some time, but I don't know, for some reason, just game streaming, I'm not so much of a fan of it. But I've got to say, I think this is pretty cool. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I've changed my audio settings a little bit, but I'm still ridiculously snuffly, so hopefully you're still able to understand me, which would be nice. I need understanding. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye for now.